Good morning, one percenters. Welcome back, Coach Tom here. Just gonna go through the trade stuff, see what happened. I know some stuff happened yesterday, but let's just do a quick peek around the internet and see what's going on, man. Trade winners and losers 2021 trade deadline. So let's see what's going on. Oh, what the? All right, Oladipo. I mean, that was the first one, right? So Oladipo, he's coming off an injury, man. He's a stud. He's still pretty young. I don't know what's going on with all the injuries, but when he's a stud, he's an all-star. So Miami Heat looks like they're going to be able to re-sign him over the summer, I guess. The trade Victor Oladipo flat out. For Avery Bradley, he's a good defender. Doesn't really score. Kelly Olynyk, he's slow. He's kind of smart. He could shoot. But that's all they gave up. I mean, I don't think these guys are really in the rotation anyway. So sounds like a good win for Miami if Oladipo can get healthier towards the end of the season and he can contribute in the playoffs. Who's that? No idea. Murray giving up Maurice. No. All right. Miami may also make a run at LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, if they buy him out, he's a solid piece, veteran scorer, but people don't want slow bigs, and he's just a slow big. He can shoot threes. He can drive a little bit, post up a little bit, but the game is moving away from that. So he might get some spot minutes in a pinch. Houston Rockets, man, they are trash. I mean, they're terrible. So I'm glad they got rid of Oladipo. It looks like that's a place where you go to die. I don't know what they're doing. They're blowing it up and restarting. They got rid of Karis LeVert. He was really good. He can be really good. He had some, I don't know, some crazy cancer heart thing or something like that. So, I mean, I'm just glad he's healthy and playing. Back on the Pacers, Harden, who cares? I mean, they just got rid of everybody. So they're losers. Denver Nuggets. I mean, y'all know I like Jokic. The Nuggets, they look really good. I've been saying they've been missing Jeremy Grant, and so they got Aaron Gordon. I mean, can this dude step up? They are the biggest winners of all this. Javale Mcgee, backup center, he's way more athletic and defensive minded. So, I mean, in spot minutes, 3-4 minutes, giving Jokic a little break. Javale McGee is going to be really good for defense. He can run, he can still catch lobs, still very good and all that. He won't be a playmaker, obviously, but JaVale McGee is very, very underrated, man, and he won with the Lakers. So he knows what it takes, man. He's not trying to play outside of himself. So, I mean, Aaron Gordon, all you need to do is show up, play some defense, and run. And Jokic, man, he's going to love playing with Jokic. So if you guys are into fantasy basketball, I mean, pick up Aaron Gordon. His points, his effectiveness, his field goal percentage, all that is going to go up, man. I mean, what did it cost? Nuggets, Gary Harris. I've been wondering where that guy was. I guess he's just out of the rotation, hasn't been playing. He's athletic wing to guard. RJ Hampton, dude, this kid, I mean, he's a prospect. He could be pretty good for the Magic. So Magic are obviously rebuilding and blowing it up. Yeah. So Magic got rid of Vucevic. I mean, he's an all-star. He's a really good player, a little bit undersized. But he can easily be a stretch forward instead of a, center type. So I talk about, rolls over positions. They have him at a 5, but this dude is a scorer. He can get buckets almost anywhere. He can shoot threes. He can post. He got a little mid-range. He got some floater. So Magic blew it up. Man, they're terrible, man. Markelle Fultz, I mean, God, man. That's a sell, man. I think he was number 1, and then he got traded, and he got dumped, got injured. I mean, that's a ticking time bomb, man. I hope he heals and stuff, but he had a knee or an ankle and then a shoulder. I mean, he was super athletic. I don't know what they did to his shoulder, but that's a sell, man. Get rid of him. Jonathan Isaac, I don't really remember him, but he's a prospect too. Oh, Orlando. I mean, I guess I should go see an Orlando game. I mean, the tickets are really going to be cheap. I went there a long time ago to watch Dwight Howard play. In Orlando. I told you guys I like to travel to all the NBA games and see the city, see the game. LA tickets, any LA tickets are like, any decent ones are going to be $300. And then when you go to Orlando, you get tickets for, I don't know, when did I go? It was like $30. So it was like $300 for, I don't know, front row, and that's crazy to me. All right, who did they get rid of? They got rid of Evan Fournier to Boston for sent Evan Fournier to Boston for 2 second-round picks and Jeff Teague. Okay, they probably weren't using Jeff Teague. Evan Fournier, I guess he's supposed to replace Gordon Hayward. He's solid. The Celtics are underperforming. I mean, so they got like Tatum, Brown, Fournier. They all kind of play the same role. So they're all kind of scorers. I guess you can move Fournier to more of a point guard. So he'll have they'll play a lot slower. Kemba Walker as a playmaker, Fournier as a playmaker, Tatum and Jaylen Brown as scorers. And you got Marcus Smart as a defender and a playmaker. So, I mean, they have the pieces, especially on the wings, to make it happen. Do they have a big? I forget who their big is. They don't have a super athletic big like a dunker, a slasher. So they're missing that piece. So maybe, hey, they may be really, really good if they get Drummond on a buyout. They need Drummond. On a buyout. That would be huge. Why doesn't he go there? I mean, that would totally make the Celtics a instant contender, man. All right. Cavaliers, they just got rid of these guys. I mean, they're dumping. I mean, JaVale McGee, winner now. He knows what to do. Jordan Bell, he was on the Warriors for a while. He's just a slasher dunker, super athletic. I haven't really seen him develop. Don't really watch him much, so that's just an opinion from what I seen last time. Chicago Bulls. So they got rid of nobody and got Vucevic. So that's a decent pick and roll, man. Kobe White, Vucevic, Zach LaVine, Vucevic. I would love it to have Kobe White running that pick and roll and Zach LaVine get off of the ball, man. Score easier instead of just going one-on-one all the time. I know you can. So like I said, Zach LaVine should be averaging 30, 40 points a game, getting up 30 shots or so, man. They need to play faster. So that should be interesting to watch how they come together. The Celtics, yeah, I mean, why do they call them a loser? I don't know who they got rid of. Yeah, man, they're underperforming. Like I said, if they get Drummond, I mean, Drummond is going to change the whole league wherever he decides to go. Wizards, who cares? They freaking suck. This is, again, right, two great individuals, the coach or whatever. Russell Westbrook's super duper hard to play with, man. He's like, I love the guy for his energy, his passion, he'll run through a wall. He plays, 110%, but he's not a winner, man. He is not a winner. He's like Allen Iverson. Super good, super hard to play with. Allen Iverson only got to the finals when he had the perfect pieces, the perfect coach. Everybody just gave the ball to him, and then they played defense and let him do his thing. You had Dikembe, Eric Snow, Aaron McKee, and their big, I think it was like Joe Hill, Tyrone Hill, all defenders and passers to Iverson, who was just the ultimate scorer, like crazy motor. You'd love to watch those guys play, but it's not a winning style of ball, man. Dallas Mavericks didn't. JJ Redick, man, that's nice. That's a nice pickup. Who did they give up? James Johnson, athletic wing. They don't use him. That will provide Luka more space. JJ Redick knows what to do. He fits on any team. He runs off screens, doesn't need the ball. When he catches it, he's going to shoot it. I mean, he's evolved his game a little bit to drive a little bit mid-range. But you know what you're going to get for JJ, man. He's a pro, and he's going to be in shape. I know he works at his craft all the time. So that's big time. I'm glad he got out of there. The Pelicans kind of suck. So I'm sure he's excited to get to a better team. New Orleans got rid of JJ. Lonzo. Oh, they didn't trade Lonzo. So will they be letting him play again? I mean, Lonzo's good. What's going on with Lonzo? Don't know. Somebody let me know, man. I don't read this stuff very often, but Lonzo's good. So they couldn't get rid of him. I guess he's on a impending restricted free agent. So he's going to get paid somewhere, man. Every team needs a good, smart, heady point guard. He doesn't make very many mistakes. He's great on defense on the wing. And he looks up, man. So he's trying to get people the ball. Portland Trailblazers, Norman Powell. They traded Norman Powell for Gary Trent Jr. Oh, why? Gary Trent Jr. But he's all but a lot. I guess it's consistency. I mean, Gary Trent Jr. I think has more potential. I've seen him, he can score better than Norman Powell. Norman Powell is more of a slasher and a defender. Gary Trent Jr. is more of a scorer and a shooter. So that's probably a better fit for the the Blazers. So you got CJ scoring, playmaking. You got Dame sniping, playmaking, scoring, and then you got Carmelo sniping and scoring. So you that ball's got to move around, man. And anytime Enes Kanter's touching it down low, he's trying to score. So he's a slasher and a defender. Not really, but Norman Powell's their lockup guy, so he's going to get all the responsibilities. That's huge. That's huge. It doesn't look huge, but that is huge for the team. That cohesion, the chemistry should pick up. So what do they say, the losers? That's a big win. Toronto Raptors, they didn't trade Kyle Lowry. No one wants that contract, man. He got the Kobe Bryant deal. So maybe they'll just dump him or they'll keep him around. Yeah, they're not trading THT. Why would you trade THT? Because his contract is so little. Why would you trade Tyler Hero? Kyle Lowry is like 35. I mean, he's on the back, not even the back nine. He's on the back 3 or 4. So, yeah, no one wants Kyle Lowry with a bad contract, man. Low-key winner, Sacramento Kings. Who cares about the Kings, man? Detroit Pistons. Who cares about the Detroit Pistons? 76ers? George Hill? Oh, yeah, that's solid. You always need a pro like that. So who do they give up? So he's a backup to Ben Simmons? All right, that's solid, man. That's solid. Solid. Good pickup. Solid pickup. New York Knicks. They didn't get it. Okay, picks. Who cares? More picks. Okay, C's. I mean, just dumping Golden State. What do they get? Fans won't care much. Golden State Warriors, OKC, who cares? Spurs, who cares? Atlanta Lakers, did they go anything? They didn't do anything. Clippers. Playoff Rondo. All right. They gave up Lou Williams. Lou Williams is a scorer. He's a bucket getter. But he is kind of slowing down. He's really, I guess they weren't using him as much. I like it, man. I like it. Rondo is now the captain. Kawhi Leonard, get your ass in the back seat. Paul George, get your ass in the back seat. Rondo is he's gonna raise some hell in that locker room. He's gonna demand and he's gonna be on these dudes. So it doesn't matter if they get playoff Rondo. They do not need playoff Rondo to score. They need his leadership. They need this guy to be angry. They need him to yell at people. They need him to play defense. They need him to shove the ball in whose face did they? Was that the Clippers? Oh man, he shoved the ball in that dude's face. Who was it? I think it was on the Clippers. That's gonna be awesome, man. Oh, who was it? But he shoved the ball in that guy's face. I think it was like a dude on the Clippers. If I'm thinking that was right, I mean, that's what you need, man. Sometimes you need that crazy kind of psycho dude. You need one of those on every team who will, push the line, tiptoe the line, sometimes cross the line, get into it. He gets into it with Chris Paul, the referees. He ain't afraid of LeBron. Oh man, I love that pickup for the Clippers. So winners: Clippers, Blazers, Nuggets, Mavericks are a winner. Celtics can be a winner. And then and the rest of the team, and the Heat kind of a winner. That's big, man. So Lakers, bye-bye, man. You guys can't stay healthy. You're done. Nuggets, you are my clear favorite. Jazz and Blazers moving on up in the world. 76ers also moving on up in the world. Yeah, man. All right. Well, that was kind of interesting. Trade stuff. All right, guys. That's it for now. We'll go back to teaching table. We'll go back to mind, body, craft, building up your body, building up your mind, building up your skills. Remember to take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Let's end this meeting. All right, guys. Peace.